Entering a variable air volume, or VAV, control cabinet with 120 volt power is generally not a violation of electrical codes, assuming certain conditions are met. NFPA 70, the National Electrical Code, specifically Article 409.3, addresses enclosed control equipment. This article mandates that enclosed control equipment must be provided with a means for disconnecting all ungrounded conductors entering the enclosure. UL 508A, which is the standard for industrial control panels, further reinforces this requirement. Section 6.95 of UL 508 also requires a means of disconnecting all ungrounded conductors, including any entering the enclosure. The 120 volt power entering the VAV control cabinet is considered a feed to the equipment housed within that enclosure. As long as a disconnect is provided either within or directly adjacent to the cabinet, the requirement to disconnect all ungrounded conductors entering the enclosure is satisfied, thereby meeting the stipulations outlined in both the National Electrical Code and UL 508A. The fact that the wiring inside the cabinet might be rated for a higher voltage, such as 600 volts, does not negate the need for a disconnect for the 120 volt feed. The presence of removable knockouts for conduit is specifically intended for the installation of this disconnect and other associated wiring. These knockouts should not be interpreted as a restriction against bringing 120 volt power into the cabinet. There are several additional considerations that should be taken into account during such installations. Firstly, the disconnect must be easily accessible to personnel who may need to operate it for maintenance or safety reasons. Secondly, the disconnect should be clearly labeled to indicate its function, making it readily identifiable in case of an emergency. Thirdly, the disconnect must be appropriately rated for the voltage and current it is intended to handle, ensuring it can safely interrupt the circuit under various load conditions. Fourthly, the wiring within the cabinet needs to be installed meticulously, adhering to the manufacturer's instructions and all relevant electrical codes. This ensures that the wiring is properly secured, insulated, and protected against physical damage. Finally, the completed installation should be thoroughly inspected and approved by a qualified electrical inspector. This inspection verifies that the installation complies with all applicable codes and standards, and that it is safe for operation. The disconnect plays a crucial role in ensuring safety during maintenance or emergency situations. It allows for the complete isolation of the electrical power supply to the VAV control cabinet, thereby preventing electrical shock hazards and minimizing the risk of damage to equipment. The proper selection and installation of the disconnect are therefore paramount to the safe and reliable operation of the entire system. The labeling of the disconnect is also critical for quick identification, especially in emergency situations. A clear and concise label can help personnel quickly locate and operate the disconnect, minimizing downtime and preventing further damage. The voltage and current ratings of the disconnect are essential parameters that must be carefully considered during its selection. The disconnect must be rated to handle the maximum voltage and current that it may encounter during normal operation and fault conditions. Using a disconnect with an inadequate rating can lead to overheating, arcing, and even failure, posing a significant safety hazard. The manufacturer's instructions provide detailed guidance on the proper installation and wiring of the equipment within the VAV control cabinet. These instructions should be followed diligently to ensure that the wiring is correctly connected, properly supported, and adequately protected. Deviations from the manufacturer's instructions can compromise the safety and reliability of the system. The electrical inspector plays a vital role in verifying the compliance of the installation with all applicable codes and standards. The inspector examines the wiring, disconnect, and other components to ensure that they are properly installed, rated, and protected. The inspector also verifies that the installation meets all relevant safety requirements, such as grounding and bonding. The approval of the electrical inspector is essential for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of the VAV control cabinet. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides comprehensive guidelines for the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment. The NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest advancements in technology and safety practices. It is important for electrical contractors and installers to stay up to date with the latest edition of the NEC to ensure that their installations comply with the current requirements. UL 508 is a widely recognized standard for industrial control panels. It provides detailed requirements for the design, construction, and testing of control panels to ensure their safety and reliability. Compliance with UL 508 is often required by regulatory authorities and customers. In addition to the NEC and UL 508A, there may be other local codes and standards that apply to the installation of VAV control cabinets. It is important to consult with local authorities to determine the specific requirements that must be met. Proper grounding and bonding are essential for electrical safety. Grounding provides a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source, allowing overcurrent protective devices to quickly trip and energize the circuit. Bonding ensures that all metal parts of the electrical system are electrically connected, minimizing the risk of electric shock. Overcurrent protection is another critical aspect of electrical safety. Overcurrent protective devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to automatically interrupt the flow of current in the event of an overload or short circuit. This prevents overheating and damage to equipment and minimizes the risk of fire. Surge protection is also important for protecting sensitive electronic equipment from voltage surges. Voltage surges can be caused by lightning strikes, switching operations, and other events. Surge protective devices, or SPDs, are designed to divert surge current away from the equipment, preventing damage. Regular maintenance is essential for ensuring the continued safe and reliable operation of VAV control cabinets. Maintenance activities should include visual inspections, testing of electrical components, and cleaning of the enclosure. Any defects or problems should be promptly corrected. Qualified personnel should perform all electrical work. Electrical work can be dangerous if not performed properly. Only qualified electricians with the necessary training and experience should perform electrical work. Lockout/tagout procedures should always be followed when working on electrical equipment. Lockout/tagout procedures are designed to prevent accidental energization of equipment during maintenance or repair. The procedures involve isolating the equipment from its power source and applying a lock and tag to the disconnect to prevent it from being turned on. Arc flash is a dangerous electrical hazard that can occur when there is a short circuit or fault in electrical equipment. Arc flash can produce intense heat and pressure, causing severe burns and other injuries. Arc flash hazard assessment should be conducted to determine the level of risk and to implement appropriate safety measures. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, should be worn when working on electrical equipment. PPE includes items such as safety glasses, gloves, and arc-rated clothing. The type of PPE required will depend on the level of risk. Safety training is essential for all personnel who work on or around electrical equipment. Safety training should cover topics such as electrical hazards, safe work practices, and the use of PPE. A thorough understanding of the applicable codes and standards is also crucial for ensuring electrical safety. The NEC and UL 508 provide comprehensive guidelines for the safe installation and operation of electrical equipment. Staying up to date with the latest editions of these codes and standards is essential for electrical contractors and installers. In conclusion, while it is generally permissible to enter a VAV control cabinet with 120 volt power, strict adherence to the NEC, UL 508A, and other relevant codes and standards is paramount. Ensuring that a properly rated and readily accessible disconnect is in place, that all wiring is correctly installed, and that the entire installation is thoroughly inspected and approved, are all critical steps in guaranteeing the safety and reliability of the system. By following these guidelines, potential hazards can be mitigated, and the risk of electrical accidents can be significantly reduced. Remember that electrical work should only be performed by qualified personnel who have the necessary training, experience, and knowledge of the applicable codes and standards. Safety should always be the top priority when working with electrical equipment. The purpose of the disconnect is to de-energize the circuit for worker safety. The 120 volt feed is often used to power a small control transformer within the cabinet. This transformer then provides the necessary low voltage power for the control circuitry. The 120-volt V provides the necessary power for the components within the VAV control cabinet to operate correctly. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions and the electrical codes.